Take a look. They can be and are friendly with anyone of suitable character, regardless of class, education, political belief, race, or color. As a matter of fact, it seems as if they are not even aware of the differences, which often means so much to other people. This also goes into this, that if you've met somebody who is, let's take me, I'm Italian, and you are like, oh, I've met an Italian, Italian 1 is about Italian 10,000, because I've met one Italian, I've met them all. They're all loud, they're all obnoxious, they're all, and you're shrugging your shoulders as if I fit this paradigm. So you've met one Italian, you've met them all, oh, I know what that Italian is like. However, because the fully functioning personality realizes that by meeting one, you haven't met everyone, and that every single experience of that race or that color or that education or that political belief is not the same, you have to be open with your words. The fully functioning person is not fixated on high levels of abstraction. They don't just think, oh, you're Catholic, I know about you, or you're an Iraqi, I see you, you're a terrorist, I know what that outfit looks like, I know I'm going to judge you because I've seen this before, I've seen what your people do, I'm going to judge you because I met one of those once. Or you are black, I know what a black person is like, I met one once and I didn't like that person, and so I don't like you. Or Republican, oh, you Republicans, you right-winged conservatives, you this. No, we have to remember, obviously, the fully functioning person wouldn't lump every single Catholic person into one big abstraction, but they would be open to understanding that there are so many differences underneath this abstraction. John?
They can recognize that they might have those feelings, right?
They could probably, I don't think they're ignorant to the fact that that person is black, but they would allow for that person to be different than the other person they met from, say, Nigeria or Cape Verde or Haiti. Like, they would recognize that there are going to be inherent differences in every single human being, regardless of these titles. Because of all of this, they are able to accept themselves, not only at these lower levels, but at all levels as well, as love, safety, belongingness, honor, self-respect. Okay, let's go back through these things. How does being open to his awareness and open to emotions make the self-actualizing, the fully functioning person more aware of the world? More aware of the things, the flowers, the sunsets, the people, the relationships around him. How does being fully functioning affect his awareness of the world? Don?
They're able to look at the same thing over and over and see it as different and new. Like the sunset. You look at the sunset every day, it's different every time.
Good. So you can see the sunset different every single time and appreciate it afresh. What else?
The fact that there's, like, I forget who said it, but someone said there's no such thing as the present, only the immediate past and the immediate future. That you're in right now will never happen again. So everything around you is new once, and then it's new again, and then it's new again every single moment, because that moment's never going to come back. It's never going to be there again in the future. So I guess the self-actualizing person realizes that there's just so much more to everything. All you have to do is realize that everything is there and there to enjoy.
This is really a carpe diem moment to me. This is a seize the day, seize this moment, live your life as if it's your last minute, because this minute right here will never happen again. And most people drive to school every morning and say, oh, just another day that I have to go to Weymouth High School, instead of looking at life like this, with the awareness that this day is not like every day. This day is different. And I'm going to appreciate this day for what it is, a fresh, new experience to live and see life through new eyes. Pretty invigorating when you think of life like that. Let's go to C4. How does this make him unafraid of the unknown? Why is he less afraid of things in the future? Why is he less afraid of things that are to come? Shannon?
Because he knows, like, no matter if he tries to prepare or whatever, he's never going to really know what's going to happen because everything's going to be new.
Very good. He's already acclimated to the fact that life changes and that life is never going to be the status quo, that life is never going to be just another day, but in fact, life is going to always change and always present new information, new experiences to him. Number 5, how does this make him less rigid and less prejudiced? Steve?
Open to new ideas. He's not holding grudges from past experiences.
Very good. He's open to new ideas and he's not holding grudges, maybe inside of his words, of old ideas and old experiences. Tom?
If you don't think of differences as wrong, then there's no prejudice at all. So I think, like, if everyone in the South throughout the 60s were all self-actualizing, there would have been no problem down there.
Okay, yes, and if I judged, one student, I said, oh, I've had this kid named Tom, they're all going to be phenomenal. If I always expected one person to have the same name and to be the same person, then I would be very rigid and very prejudiced. I would judge people by their names and by what I expect to get out of that name. But if you are fully functioning, you recognize that every single person, every single second is different, then it does make you less rigid and less prejudiced. Number 6 finally says, how does this let him accept the world as it comes? I think that this final quote here, that they accept themselves on lower levels and they accept all of those things together as a package deal. And D. Moving on quickly to D. The next aspect of the fully functioning person is that his means and ends, his structure of means and ends is different from other people. The fully functioning person lives in and enjoys the present rather than the future. Take a look at this quote. This is from page, I don't really know, it's got to be after 64, maybe 65. For most people, almost everything they do is a means to an end. So far as people who are regarded normal in the rat race of American life are concerned, ends are often impossible to discover. He's saying that a lot of Americans go about life using a means to an end. What's means to an end? Let's first define those terms. What are means? Stephen? Ways in which you get an end, your journey. Take a look. Americans, he said, often, they go to work every single day. Why? Well, because they have to eat. Why do they eat? Well, they have to live so that they can work. They play golf. Why? In order to keep their bodies healthy. Why? So that they can go back to work. Why? So that they can keep eating. Why? So that they can, do you see how it becomes cyclic? How it becomes a pattern of just means to an end? And they work better in order to be able to afford their golf club fees, which they do to keep fit. He gives an example of the difference between him and his little girl, or his child. He said he lived in this apartment complex, Hayek Howard did, and he got onto this elevator and he pushed a button. And he pushed the button to get upstairs. He got onto the elevator, he pushed he pushed the 20, and he goes up to his apartment. However, my children pressed and released the buttons with amazement, with pleasure, with zeal. The point is that self-actualizing people, like children, enjoy as ends in themselves hundreds of little things that ordinary people see only as the means.